Yeah, see, if I'm not swimming up, it's a little bit slower. So, yeah, it is important to actually get the soul sand, because otherwise it's just going to keep being damaging every time I do that, which is, of course, annoying. It does give me a use for my food supply. Craft up all of this dried kelp into blocks. Refuel the furnace for what little amount it actually needs. What was I making? Right, I was making hoppers, which means I need to make storage chests. So let's go ahead and switch it to the full screen mode here. Yeah, I suppose I'll make the lanterns. I still need a lot of lanterns. Let's see. I need at least 3 hoppers, so I need at least 3 storage chests, because it's 1 storage chest per hopper. And let's go ahead and just fill up the stack of iron there. Where's the hoppers? There's the hoppers. So there's my 3 hoppers. I need to retrieve some of the sand I have stored up here. I only need 1, now that I think about it. Oh no, I do need 2, because I need 1 at the other end as well. That means I need another hopper. I also need another barrel. So there's the hopper. Where's the barrel? Right, I need slabs for that, but they have to be wooden slabs. So that's enough for 3 barrels. There we go. I believe I do not need to hold on to the redstone at the moment, as I believe I've finished the rail line. Oh, I didn't need to craft the chests. I had extra chests. Right, nighttime. So that means bedtime. Yeah, if I really wanted to make sure that I didn't get too damaged in the process of if I get one more, yeah, there we go. If I really want to make sure I don't get damaged in the process of returning to my base, then the process for that is very simple. I quite simply, instead of using the water elevator, would just walk up the half slab incline, which of course means I have to take the long way back, but you know, taking the long way around is not always a bad thing. And my phone has a low battery now because, for whatever reason, I guess I've just been using my phone very intensively. So I want this barrel facing upwards. I want a hopper facing into it on each side, because this is a 2-sided contraption. And then a hopper facing into those hoppers. I want a block of sand next to the barrel between the 2 hoppers that are now pointing into hoppers that are pointing into the barrel. And then the cactus on top of the sand. And then on top of the cactus, I want a piece of string. Now you can't see the string, but it's there. If I target it, you can see that there is a hitbox there. There is definitely a thing there. What that means is that the cactus will not grow. The reason why that is good is because we don't need a giant cactus in our base. Or in the mine shaft or anything like that. Because if we're going to be flying around here later, because this will actually become quite the sizable room, then we're going to want to be able to safely traverse. And if there's a bunch of cactus just kind of everywhere, it's not going to be very safe, if that's the case. So I want to mine out these blocks. I actually have to mine these blocks to the side, because if any blocks are next to a cactus, like if I put the cactus right here, can't put it. The reason is because, well, there's a block next to it. So if I put the cactus, right here, again, I can't do that because there's a block next to it. If there's a block next to cactus, the cactus cannot be placed there. It can grow into a block that has a block next to the cactus. However, the cactus that grows will immediately break off. That was the method that was being used in the semi-automatic cactus farm that I had since the very start of the series. I just accidentally broke the string. Fortunately, I picked it back up instead of it landing on the cactus. But yeah, so now there is string atop that cactus. That is fine. I grab this polished granite, fill in the area around the base of the sand there. If I place a block beside a cactus and the block is considered, I guess, a solid enough block, it immediately breaks the cactus. The sand did not break, and the string did not break. The string, because of Minecraft physics, can float. And I think, basically I'm just putting the string essentially right there, and then since, it's a cactus, the string's still there. You just can't see it because, well, you just can't see string on Minecraft. However, I do need a collection system of some sort. So I want a barrel pointing up, and I want a hopper pointing into that barrel. This was why I didn't set the cactus here, and instead I set it there, is because I would have had to have wiped out this lantern in order to place the hopper, because the hopper needs to be beneath the minecart. And then to demonstrate the proof of concept, I shall ride the the minecart back to the far end of the build here, far end of the rail, and you can see that we are quickly approaching this cactus ahead, and then the minecart touches the cactus, instantly pops off, popping us out of the minecart, and then the hoppers immediately pick up the minecart and place it in this barrel rather quickly, usually before most people can react. And that was why we needed the extra hoppers, is because I want this to be both sides, because there will be, of course, a railway running this direction all the way to y=0. So I wanted to make sure that I would have a future-proofed return system. As this is going to be the up elevator, I simply need to provide soul sand in order to what's the word? In order to make the elevator safe. Let's phrase it that way. In order to increase the safety of the elevator, I need soul sand. Because currently the elevator is very damaging if you don't have the proper preparation. Actually, let me put these down here. By which I mean, if you're not running, you have to be in an actual sprint in order to reach the surface of the water before you run out of oxygen. So since I moved the rail, I can actually collect these 2 blocks of redstone and re-add them into my inventory. So I have 2 more blocks of redstone to spare. I've used a lot of redstone still, so you win some, you lose some. But at the same time, you know, I've managed to generate a rather sizable difference in how much progress I have made. I've been able to generate a rather sizable difference in how much progress I've made in building this up to the correct depth. On top of that, I will go ahead and grab, wait, what am I using currently? Okay, I'll grab my iron pickaxe and I shall harvest this ore. There's redstone here. I think I saw iron at some point. There's a few different components in this. Yeah, there's some iron. Technically, I could use my stone pickaxe to harvest the iron ore. I'm just using iron pickaxe because, well, I'm collecting iron, so it's going to just mean I collect the iron faster. Oh, almost missed that one. Okay. Right. There we go. Fill in that. I am aware that I will be eventually returning to excavate all of this ore, or all of this cobblestone, I mean, because I will eventually be digging out all of the various segments at these depths. However, in the present moment, I'm mostly interested in having a uniform dispersion of resources, more specifically having a uniform floor and uniform walls. I want even walls. I want even floors, you know. I don't want to have to sit there and see a bunch of holes as though someone just took a shotgun and blasted a giant hole in my base or in my mine shaft or anything like that. You know, I want this to look nice, so I'm going to make it look nice. I understand that it means I'm using extra durability on my pickaxes. I'm fine with this, as long as I'm able to work at a high rate of speed. The extra durability will provide, the extra durability used will provide minimal issue, even if it is a lot of extra durability. Simply the act of being able to rapidly traverse through the area will more than make up for it. Because in the meantime, I have to keep running back and forth and back and forth and back and forth all over this place. And that's kind of annoying. So, for example, right here, if I'm running and running and running, and every now and then I just dip in there like that, that's annoying. That's just annoying. So I want to make sure that places like that where there are small dips in the ground, I want to make sure those places don't have dips in the ground. Now I go over here, grab some of this cobblestone because I need more cobblestone to fill in all the gaps. And then I go back down here so that I can fill in all the gaps. Now that I have retrieved the ores from this section. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and I suppose I'll put away the polished andesite. Craft block of coal, craft block of redstone. Let's see what else. Oh, actually, give me that coal back. Oops. Because I'm about to craft all that coal into torches. The torches are going to... I suppose I don't need to craft them into torches. I still have plenty of torches down here. I can just use these. Yeah, I'll just use these. So yeah, I'm going to start digging up all of these extra torches that are around and make it so that I can start digging my way through these other side layers. I am aware that the silverfish are causing chaos on the nearby stone. I'm aware that they're very angry and that they're probably infesting the place and probably creating all kinds of chaos. However, I also have killed a lot of them, and there's only so much they can do, really. One more. And then I want to harvest another 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I can just walk on back, placing them as I go. Oops, misplaced. Does help if I'm lined up accurately, but it was accurate enough, I suppose. Now, where's that minecart? Right here. Now, I can see just how much is left. Shouldn't be too much left. Matter of fact, that might have been that whole line. Yeah, looks like it was. Nice. Ah, well, I suppose that's one way to do it. I probably want to install extra hoppers just as a overflow buffer. I still need to progress and push out this wall all the way to x equals 400. However, the process will definitely take a while. That being said, this looks like I'm almost ready to proceed with expanding. Yep, okay. Like I'm almost ready to proceed with expanding my project all the way out to the lower floors. I didn't think I would be expanding it this fast, but it seems to be progressing nicely enough that I might be able to get away with it. I do want to finish the roof first, though. But I could dig out under this floor and leave that as raw stone, just the unfinished look. And then I could have over here be my way up. I am thinking about doing that, as I do have all of these stone pickaxes and a need for more granite, because I have to fill in this whole granite section on the rooftop, and then I've got I think I filled in all of the andesite. But yeah, that granite will definitely make things look nicer. And then there's, of course, the diorite section, which is going to be quite extensive. Fortunately, I have vast quantities of diorite. Very, very vast quantities of diorite. I will want to use up all of this polished diorite, sadly, because I need to put in a lot of diorite flooring, and then I still need to do all of the decoration for the ceiling as well. So it's just this huge crafting mess. What's the time on the video? Oh, this is a good time to mention to like, comment, subscribe. Shows YouTube that you really enjoy my content. Shows YouTube that my content is worthy of viewing. If you're downloading the videos, make sure you, of course, get the videos to register that you have watched the entirety of the video. Don't just watch 2 seconds, download the video, and wander off and never return, because that actually hurts my channel. If you want to help my channel, then what you want to do is you want to actually watch at least the last half or the last minute of my video. Sorry. You at least want to watch the last minute of my video, because that will register in the YouTube algorithm that is where you left off on the video. I don't know if that will actually trigger that you watched the entirety of the video, but it does at least register it for you that you've watched the video. So that will help. YouTube keeps track of things ranging from what your closed captioning settings are to what region you're watching from. So far, my majority of viewers are not in the US. However, the largest statistic is still the US because the remaining section is other. And I don't know where other is because other is not any one location. Other is just other. You know, it doesn't tell me anything. I know that some of my viewers are in the UK. I know that some of my viewers are in the US. I know that I think at one point some of my viewers were using French subtitles. A lot of the technical parts of YouTube are quite extensive. YouTube does keep track of a lot of your information in order to provide that information to me for my information so that I'm capable of fine-tuning how I present my channel. In case you wondered what all of this information was being gathered for, that is why. It's so I can provide you better content, more adapted to how you want to enjoy my channel. If you really want to support me, and you don't want to use Patreon because Patreon is, Patreon. Maybe you don't have money, maybe you don't like Patreon, I don't know. Patreon accepts PayPal, so if you want to use PayPal, you can use PayPal. Just send it to my Patreon. I use Patreon. They're just different forms of banks. It's like the difference between, you know, Fifth Third and PNC. I don't really know the fine differences between who's who on the different banks, but, you know, they're banks. It's what they do. They're financial institutions. I'm sure they're very well versed in all of that. I am not an accountant. I'm not a financial analyst. You know, I'm not some economic expert. My battery is really low. I should plug in my phone. There we go. Yeah, I'm not some financial expert, but at the same time, like, I'm not frivolous. I will actually invest the money into improving my channel because I've wanted to do this for a really long time, and the only thing that's stopping me at the moment is money. I need money. It's that simple. So I'm just doing what I can while I can, and then as the money starts flowing in, I will be able to upgrade my channel. I'll be able to upgrade what I'm able to do with my channel. And if I get enough money, I'll be able to actually start hiring other people to process my videos, and then I can just send it off to them while I'm recording whatever next episode for whatever I'm doing. And then eventually it will get to the point where I don't need to hire other people because I'll have the hardware that's capable of running the software that is specifically made for rapidly editing videos and appropriately editing them, and the real high-end stuff, you know? I'll have dedicated video editing software made for expert video editing, which is a lot better than what I currently use. What I currently use is it's single stream editing, meaning I can't just snip the videos together and like be like, oh, I want this one to do this and I want it to fade into that. No, I can't do a fade into anything. It's just a hot cut, you know, a hot jump or whatever you want to call it, a hot swap. You know, it immediately goes into the next scene. It doesn't fade out or anything like that. You might have noticed that in my videos. I would love to be able to add such effects to my videos where it's just like, okay, I want this effect, I want that effect, I want to put, you know, this information here, you know, stuff like that. I'd love to be able to do that. I'd love to be able to sit at a desk. Actually, that sentence on its own is accurate. I'd love to be able to sit at a desk. I don't have an actual desk I can sit at and like do things on the computer. Instead, I use my living room table and I stand at my living room table to utilize my laptop, which, as you may have guessed, is somewhat uncomfortable after a while, as I'm just standing there all day on my laptop. My laptop is so old that the battery no longer functions. If I unplug my laptop, then it takes less than 1 second for my laptop's battery to die. If I put my laptop into standby mode, I can sometimes relocate it without needing to, you know, make sure it still has accurate time and everything. But my laptop is so old that I worry that it's not going to remember what time it is when I unplug it. If I go through a blackout, for example, or a brownout even, a brownout is able to knock out the power to my laptop. So just low amounts of power is enough to kill my laptop battery, which is not healthy. It means that my laptop battery has an internal leak. I am aware that the battery is built like a brick, really. The battery is extremely durable, to the point where it's probably not going to leak out of the laptop. However, I probably want to look into replacing it within a few more years, as the battery is the original battery of the laptop. It's an HP laptop, Notebook Pro, I think. It's very old, very, very old laptop. To give you an idea of how old my laptop is, one person looked it up on eBay, and they found that they could purchase my exact same model laptop with a better processor, I might add, an upgraded processor. And the price tag was $5. And that wasn't to bid, that was to buy immediately. And it's like, wow, boy, do I feel poor. You can replace my entire laptop for $5. Boy, do I feel poor right now. And they were like, yeah, I kind of feel sorry for you. It's like, yeah, I kind of feel sorry for me too. I'm the one with a $5 laptop. And for comparison, back in the day, that same laptop would have been worth over $200 back when I acquired it. So it's definitely a bit of a culture shock to experience something like that. Simply because you're just not really ever expecting the value of something you own to go from triple digits to single digits. the speed of the laptop is nowhere near what it needs to be for what I use it for. The storage capacity of the laptop is nowhere near as large as I need it to be, as I have, I think, like 30 gigabytes or 50 gigabytes of storage, or maybe it was 300. Let's say I have 300, because I'm not really looking it up at the moment, but I'm fairly sure 300 sounds kind of accurate. So let's say I have 300. Okay, so if I have 300 gigabytes of storage, then that means that roughly 20 gigabytes is going to be used by the operating system just at any given point in time. That's a good general rule of thumb. Just 20 gigabytes dedicated to the operating system. That sounds about right. On top of that, there's any programs I want to install. So like Firefox, for example, would be another 50 megabytes. Not very big, or maybe 100 or 200. If I want to install a game, then that's a little bit more memory. If I want to install video editing software, that's more memory. Then of course there's the videos. And then of course there's, well, what if something happens to the videos? What if I, need to have some sort of remote storage copy of the video on my end, so that if something happens on YouTube's end, that I have a backup. Well, I don't have a backup because I don't have enough storage capacity to retain a backup copy. And if I wanted to have a backup, I can't afford it. I just can't afford it. It's that simple. I can't afford to back up my content. As crazy as that sounds. So I need slabs, polished diorite slabs. I need a lot of them. So, boop, 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 boop. There we go. And the reason I need those polished diorite slabs is for the roof here. But yeah, the quality of the content of my videos is kind of important to me. I want to have good quality content, and I also want to have enough storage space to be able to withstand needing to go through and reevaluate what content is and is not staying on my channel. I want to be able to have options, You gotta have options. If you don't got options, then, well, you're out of options. And if you're out of options, then you're out of luck. You gotta know what you're able to do in order to be able to provide good quality decisions. If you can't provide good quality decisions, then you have a problem, obviously. So yeah, the money will definitely go a long way to help my channel. Liking the video also helps my channel, because liking the video will tell YouTube that this is the kind of content that the viewing audience enjoys seeing. So if you like my video, then my video will get shown to more people. If you subscribe to my channel, then more people will be shown content from my channel. If you comment on my channel, it shows that people are talking about my videos more often, which of course increases the amount of people that my videos are being shown to. So liking my videos, subscribing to my channel, and commenting on my videos will all increase how much YouTube advertises my content and advertises my channel. So it really does go a long way. I know the YouTuber Lathland, when he does his For the Depths or From the Depths series, he always talks about how liking his channel goes a long way, shows YouTube that people like his content, people like his channel, people like his videos. That's what he's talking about when he says that type of stuff. He's talking about how YouTube keeps track of whether or not you're actually watching the videos. YouTube keeps track of how long you watch the videos. YouTube keeps track of how many people like the videos. YouTube keeps track of all of this. And the reason YouTube keeps track of all of this is because YouTube will advertise the videos based on how popular the videos are, how well the videos are doing, how many people are interested in the videos, what do people like about the videos, and if that's a good enough reason for them to be shown, then of course YouTube will go ahead and show the videos. If the videos are not good enough for people to enjoy to the point where they don't like the video, then YouTube will not waste the extra processing power in trying to advertise the videos. They won't waste the extra bandwidth. They won't waste your time. They won't waste my time. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about. I do need an extra hopper right here. Probably one. Well, I could probably put a barrel here. Yeah, I'll put a barrel here. This is where I'll put the third barrel. But yeah, YouTube won't waste your time. YouTube won't waste my time. Instead, they would rather simply give the processing power to a video that people do want to watch. So you're getting your money's worth for your bandwidth. I'm getting my money's worth for my bandwidth. We're all getting what we're owed, you know? That's really important, because if we're not, then we're doing something wrong. It's that simple. It's very straightforward. It's not confusing. It's not any form of double talk or anything. It's just point blank, hey, here's what people are watching. And then, of course, if people aren't watching it, then it's as simple as saying, hey, nobody's watching these videos. Okay, stop showing those videos. That simple. You know, it's not confusing. It's not strange or befuddling or anything like that. No, it's nothing of the sort. It's as simple as saying, hey, nobody's watching this. Oh, okay. That's all it takes. What is that? Cobblestone and diorite makes andesite. No, thank you. You may be wondering why I'm going ahead and turning all of this into polished